Good afternoon and welcome back. So we're going to start off, you guys have seen this, you know what's going on with it, but in my teardown video I was talking about how I was going to take this to Lay's and get it clear lacquered and all this and that, and I talked to Steve about it and he said just do this one whatever way I want to do, get it done, that he had something else in mind. So that's why we switched direction on this. If you were a normal watcher and you're like, well, I thought he was going to do this and that, in his teardown video he said he was going to clear it and whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I talked to Steve down at Lay's and he had some other things in mind, so I switched directions on that, and that will happen with me a lot. I'll say one thing and think it out loud and then end up doing something completely different, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and unbox the reason why I switched directions on that Super 60. And if you're a normal viewer, you'll know that I also said I didn't want to do used amplifiers anymore for myself. Like if somebody sent me a cabinet, I'd probably cover it for them, but I don't want to refurbish used amplifiers anymore. It's just too much of a headache. I don't know where that razor blade went, do you?
Right underneath the mat and under here. It was. Oh, when you move that little cup thing, you probably grabbed it.
Oh, my parts tray?
Yeah. Would you like it? It's right here.
I got it now. Just trying to figure out, they got boxes unfolded to make boxes. And they had to cover up the post office box because that's actually illegal to use their packaging.
Ooh.
If you're not paying for that service. So they're lucky they didn't get caught. All right, let's get this out. Here, take the box. They're just getting it out. Here, let me set it down. I'm just gonna get it out with my feet.
Tape is sticking. That'll work better.
All right.
You got the debris you want to put in there?
Yeah.
I'll move this out of the way.
Here, I'll just set it over here. All right, so we have an amplifier cabinet, but we only have opened this one. The other one that we got was already pre-opened down at Lay's. I'm about to show you guys that one here in a second. Oh, there goes that. I want to save all these corners.
Yeah.
I got more of this stuff at the shop. So here we go. This is kind of like a blues junior type style cabinet. So we're going to be doing some things with this and then taking them back down there, and these are going to be finished out with hand wired point to point. I mean, these are going to be really nice boutique amps when they're all done. But I'm not going to give away exactly what we're doing with them right at the moment. But I did take the baffle out of this one and stained it black and did a satin lacquer finish on it just to seal up the wood. I think I'm gonna leave the inside of it raw, but we'll see what happens. So those are two of the projects that are coming up here on the show. We're still gonna finish the Super 60, but I switched gears on it a little bit on as far as what I'm doing to it.
Now these
But it will get done.
These are pine cabinets, aren't they?
Yeah, these are solid pine cabinets.
This is a new thing everybody's talking about.
Right, I'm just trying to do a fast video because
Yeah.
we're trying to cover a bunch of things. But yeah, these ones are all finger jointed. I am going to try to get some dovetailed cabinets like the mahogany one I had.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these are all pine, solid wood. The only thing that's plywood in them is this front baffle. And that's what made me take that one out and stain it black and then put a coat of brush lacquer on it.
Seal it up. Yeah.
Yeah, just to make it look a little more appealing, because that's the cheapest part. And I don't like the hardware that they used on the front of it, so I'll probably change that out. They did pretty good on the screws that hold it down though, because they have that nickel finish.
Yeah.
They're probably stainless, but yeah. So anyways, we got to figure out if it's getting chassis holes or handle holes, and there's a whole lot of things to do with that. So one of the things we have to do is pick out materials. And these are just some of the ones I've been collecting lately. These are obviously remnants from past projects, but I'm really liking this one right here. This looks pretty good. So my wife and I went out and did some material shopping. This one here is really nice too. And this one here, I don't know. This would be enough to do like a single 10, but it's a cream color instead of white, with darker blue flowers and floral, whatever you want to call it. This one here is pretty slick. This is like, reminds me of the 1930s fabric. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. And then there's this one. You like this one?
Yeah, I like that one.
So we're probably going to end up doing a practice run on that type of cabinet, because all the cabinets that I've been covering are this type of fender cabinet. I haven't yet to cover a blues or a hot rod style cabinet yet, so we're probably going to take Dad's brand spanking new Rumble that he has not used yet and strip it down and cover this cabinet, just to see how the radiuses and stuff are going to work with some of these materials. That way I'm going to know what to do when it comes time to ones that really count, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the stuff that we'll probably end up using on the practice cover. And that's like a black and gray floral pattern, but I don't see any paisleys in it. But it's still a pretty cool pattern.
That's a nice looking pattern.
Yep. Everybody's seen this one, as well as this one. And this one's a really nice one. I'm going to do an expensive brand new Fender tube amp in that for sure. That's a really nice one. This stuff here was $60 a yard, and it was 30% off, and I got a yard and a half of it, because that's just some really cool stuff. I think that'll look good on a 2x12 cab.
It's nice and thick too.
Yeah, this one I bought, it looked better online than it does in person, but still a nice heavy material. I'll use it on something. The 15-inch bass amp is done in that. That's also like 40 bucks a yard on that, as well as that. So we got a good chunk of materials here to start with, but I'm still shopping for more paisley materials, probably stuff that's more similar to this right here, because I think that's the look everybody's wanting on the paisleys. Problem is finding them. So that's about it on the materials. But yeah, today Dad's gonna strip down his little Rumble, right?
Yep. We're going to go with that darker material you just showed, because I think that's going to be pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. I think you should probably go with a darker grill cloth too.
This has got with a 10-inch speaker in this one?
No, you keep asking that.
Oh, it's an 8?
Yeah.
This thing
Every
sounds-
time I tell you that, you...
I can't believe it's an 8 though, the way this thing sounds. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You keep telling me. I keep telling it's a 10, but it's an 8. Yeah, it's got really big sound for a small amp.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to go up for sale too.
Yeah, when we get done with it, we'll put it up for sale.
It's got more tricky corners in here. You see this? I was glued into this and wrapped in.
Yeah, that's the way they do them all. It's just, see, it's already starting to peel up.
Does this baffle come out?
No. That baffle does not come out. Just this,
Just the back.
the chassis. That stays on too, like the
Wow.
15-inch does. So this piece will wrap from here all the way around under and back up to here.
You got some work ahead of you on this cabinet. At least those bags come off on those.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a job.
So anyhow, that's going to be the next project here on the show. Brand spanking new Rumble 25. It's going to get custom cloth Tolex on it. I'll probably change the grill cloth too. Get something a little more. This is too bright, in my opinion.
We'll just that matches pretty good with the.
Get a darker one. I got a couple over here that we can see the difference. Yeah, see, I think that's too bright. There's a gray one. Well, gray with black. And this is an old one, so it's not doing much justice as far as demonstration purposes, but then there's all black. That looks pretty slick.
I think the sparkles on this one kind of bring it out. Otherwise, it looked pretty plain.
Yeah, that's your amp.
It's going to be up for sale. I'm just saying. It's just, I think this the sparkle that's in here.
I got to order a whole bunch of different grill cloths. I got all these materials, and I just got to start piling up on grill cloths now, so I have stuff to match. But yeah, this stuff is really cool.
Just keep this build simple and
yeah. So there we go. Cover it in that. Give that a shot. So I'll do a real quick sneak peek here. We're going to be doing a video on a guitar I took on consignment for a friend of mine. So I'll give you guys a quick peek at that, and then we're gonna head off to the shop. I got a boat upholstery to do, and he's gonna tear that apart. So this is my buddy's Les Paul. We're gonna do a full video on that. This is gonna go up for consignment, so stay tuned for that. I'm not even gonna really talk about it now. I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. So watch out for that video that's gonna be coming up, and that will be up for sale on Reverb. Stay tuned for the Super 60. That's gonna come to an end here as soon as I get a couple more parts show up. These projects are gonna be started soon, as well as the video for that, for the Reverb listing. And other than that, I got a whole bunch of other things that I got to do. Well, we've been thinking about running a second channel. You guys, I don't know, let me know what your opinion is. My wife and I work on really fast speedboats all the time, and cars, trucks, all kinds of stuff, huh? Mm-hmm. We've been thinking about doing a second channel, because that's what we spend most of our time doing.
Spring's coming too, so
yeah.
The boats will be on
be
the
a lot
water.
of power boating and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of big boats, racing boats.
So if you guys are interested in any of that kind of stuff, putting motors in and out of 42-foot go fast boats and stuff like that, let me know down below. We might start a channel, or second channel, doing that stuff, or start recording that stuff, because we're doing that kind of crap all the time. So, all right, well, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got them giveaway amps. I'm not digging them out right now. I got them buried, but we're beyond the halfway point for the giveaway amps. We got a lot more amp projects coming, obviously, here. We got 2 brand new cabinets that got to go start to finish, and Super 60s almost done. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.